celebrates the smaller channels who are working to bring down the goal to protect human rights. Scoot Among celebrates the smaller channels, the ones who need more attention and are out there more and more. If you want Scoot Among to show a small channel, send her clips and links, since you are making clips and sharing links is easy to do. Whether you protest, stand, or watch that needs you.
Hello. I sure hope you can all hear me just fine. Something that's not part of our regularly scheduled programming, I'm going to restream Becky for a sec. So just bear with me because like everybody's watching this. So just give me a moment to bring it up for you. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. My apologies for not giving you the greetings.
His attorney tried to say it was self-defense, that Scott was defending other people that he thought were in danger, and the judge was not buying it. And so all of it is continued until Friday, the preliminary. They did show a video, the video of the actual chokehold with no audio. I guess you guys are calling him Motley Crue. Said something like, well, maybe you should put on the audio. And of course they didn't. About people screaming. What were they screaming? Yes, this Friday. Josiah does have a lot of hate. And you know what? I just wish him good luck. He has a lot of hate that was instilled in him by Scott. Because everything that Scott claimed that I did turned out to be a lie. But do you think he went to Josiah and said nothing was dropped yet? No, nothing was dropped. Probably, I have a feeling they might drop the enhancer, that it was a hate crime against the Church of Scientology, because according to case law or case ruling on a prior case, they needed to have destroyed, like, let's say, the cross, or in that case it was towards the Catholic Church. It sounds like Scott was the one telling his attorney what to look for, which is very smart of him. I will give him that. Yeah, Laura Riptide just said, yeah, he does. I feel sorry for the kid. And I know what you guys are saying. Oh my God, Becky. No, I feel sorry for him because you see, I get to go home to my family. I was getting updates on my nephew. I was, he did the felony on camera, yes. Pretty much. The judge didn't drop anything as of yet, but I think they're going to drop the enhancement, religion, hate crime. And I know you guys hate to hear this, but I agree. I know you guys want him behind bars, but just think about it. Adding that enhancement of a religion hate crime to the actual choking are two different things. Maybe you guys might not want to hear that, but I mean, some of us Mr. Horse Farm or whatever the hell you are, guess what? You are going to be kicked out of here. Not just, I'm going to hide you from my channel. There you go. I was hidden. You were hidden. Bye. You got deported from my chat. So, he will stay on the, yeah, he's still on the ankle monitor. Because it's cheaper than housing him in jail. Probably. The system is a joke, yeah. Don't feel sorry anymore. He has now crossed over to, yeah, the line over my opinion. Yeah. I mean, hey, poet, come on in. Hey, Mari, todo bien? Gracias, bienvenida. And like I came out and it was all like, that's what we were expecting. At least I was. And I know Rick like kind of got mad at me, but it's okay. If the judge feel there was no violation occurs when, I don't know, when they mentioned the violation of the court order, the judge took both attorneys to a sidebar outside of the courthouse towards her chambers. Grown up attitude, pay for what he did, not for what he might have been thinking. Edding, that's yeah, pretty much. I mean, again, I'm very conflicted with these religion enhancers, felony enhancers, because it does affect all of us that are doing what we're doing. Tracy, you're welcome. If they're gonna get him, I say get him on the stuff that yeah, get him on if they get him on those religion enhancement, it's gonna cause issues for all of us. Thank you. K70, hey Becky, I just wanted to say that I admire the hard work you've been done. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I lost hope in the American justice system. I've decided to move to Scotland with Pippi. Your fiance, Harry Nutsack, really? I mean, again, we're looking at, oh, what up? We're looking at charges that maybe should not have been added on there. And again, I know you guys hate to hear this. Oh, well, congratulations, Pippi. It's okay. I don't have super chats. The only thing I have is buy me a coffee. That's it. If he's going to go to jail on stuff that, like choking, who you guys are calling Motley Crue, I don't know what his name is. I forgot, and I didn't write it down on purpose. I don't want to mention him by real name. I don't think it's fair. Hey, Frotty. And I know you guys hate to hear that. I'm sorry, but so the judge wanted to do further research. The judge wanted to do further research on the enhancement. They're going to speak on the case on Friday, this Friday. Two securities from Scientology did testify that they saw that one of them was watching his live stream about the wheat paste, and his intentions were so that they couldn't get scrubbed out, and they were put on the planters. And you know, I think they're going more with a what is it called, destruction of property, vandalism. I'm harsher than ice, and hell yeah, they're gonna come in here talking shit. They're gonna get deported. The judge is the one who gets to decide if DOA makes case law regarding the hate crime. Yeah, pretty much. She's gonna have to do some research on it, is what she said. They were at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There were about 17 people that were here for Scott. And again, let me tell you guys, I don't know these people. I don't have any anger or hatred towards these people. They had the opportunity to talk all the BS and whatever when they met me in the bathroom, and none of them did. They all do it online, and um, that's that. You know, um, I don't know what to say other than it is what it is. So, and yeah, it's not over yet. Things are going to get um, a little bit hairier. Okay, there goes Josiah. Let's see what he says now. They're purposely coming this way. Um, let's see what he says again. Gosh, it was too far away from me for me to do anything about it. I didn't even have to smell it. So again, I don't really give a rat's ass what certain people want to talk about. I would love a ride. Let me go to out there. You see all of them over there. Um, hold on, guys. I'm gonna get a ride, but I'm gonna just ask them to leave me over at the encampment. Um, ah, that way there. And then I have to go run and do a quick errand, buy me more vapes. Um, that's the guy who I thought was what's his name, and it's not. Um, and so at this point, I really, in all honesty, don't care. Um, hey, Rip guy, those are some of the grannies. Yeah, he's over here.
It's like 1 block over and 2 blocks up.
You're coming in, or are you gonna? Oh, thank
There's
you.
your cane.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to let the rest of that go because at least Becky is sorry about that. Momentary oopsies. My apologies. I clicked myself out of here. Yes, eyes. So I was once Becky was getting into the car, I'm happy to, you know, stop sharing the rest of it because yes, you lost me for a sec. Oh, you can't hear me? Okay, hang on. All right, that should be working. No sound still. Audio. Okay. Um, everything is looking like it should. Okay, testing. Sound is good now? Okay, good. Thank you. All right, good. So yeah, I didn't need to share anymore after that. Once Becky is safe and sound in the car, that's good. Um, I just wanted as many people as possible to see if Josiah did it yet again. So now that that is done and we've all pretty much seen the update from Becky, we can continue with our regularly scheduled show. Clear as a bell, good. Thank you very much. All right, so welcome in everyone. That was a slightly different opening from usual. Welcome to the Scooters Anti-Cult Report, where we feature the anti-Scientology channels with less than 1.5 K subs. More cowbell. I don't have cowbell, innocent shenanigans. Um, I am very happy to have you here. And in case you are not aware, the purpose of this show is to boost positive attention to the smaller channels in the anti Scientology community. If they are working to end the abuses of Scientology and not end others in the community, let me be very clear about that part, I would like to feature their work. I will also share some of the larger channels, but my focus will always be on featuring the smaller channels. As I have said before, uh, since Natalie is working hard and enjoying her work, we do have a bit of a void with the morning recaps. I am not doing mornings, and I am not doing it daily. That's it's just not happening. I don't do mornings, period. So, but a daily recap, no, sorry. I don't know how she did it because I just do not have the energy for all of that. However, once a week I can usually manage. So, thank you for all of your support. Special thank you to everyone who has sent me clips over the last 2 weeks. You know who you are. Thank you so much. I think I only gathered like 2 clips myself in this last 2 weeks, which was like a holiday for me. So thank you. Please keep it up. I thought this would be an appropriate shirt for today. I know I mirrored. My apologies. Yes, innocent shenanigans. I am very often. I'm not on 24/7. I do actually try to sleep. Yes, Brian, I am quite sure it is exhausting. Um, anyway, I thought that the shirt would be appropriate for today. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. Um, it is my bad actor shirt. I know it's backwards for you, but I think most of you can recognize it. Courtesy of Poe on the Go. And I do not know if he still has them in his store, but by all means, go and check because I'm sure he would appreciate seeing them still being sold if he does still have his store up. Um, all right, so I hope everyone is doing well. Yes, yes, bad actors unite. All right, so let's just go ahead and get started because, you know, that's what we're here for, right? So, um, I do have several clips, and I am grateful for every single one of them. Please keep it up. You have now spoiled me. Also, there should be no more computer thetans. I am happy to tell you the new laptop has arrived and is currently being used for this show. So, yay! And thank you again to Miss Kim. I can't act. I can't act, Brian. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. I am not an actor at all, but apparently, through osmosis and association, I am a bad actor. I just saw, pardon me for one more second. I thank you. Um, thank you, JBat. I got it. I just saw it. Uh, Luckily for me, since after sending that message, I immediately stopped looking at that particular spot. Sorry. But I did get the notification, so there we go. Yes. So, yes, I do act up. I was not officially named a bad actor. Hello, Jenwell, and welcome. I am so happy to see you here. I have missed you so much. Um, but because of my association, which I have on one or two occasions been scolded for, and you can see how well that worked out. Um, I've just been included in the group. I don't have my membership card, but I do have my shirt. So anyway, um, all right, enough about that. So let's get on with the last couple of weeks. Now, I will admit most of these are going to be from like week before last, but you know, they still count, right? All right, so we cannot act, but we know who can. Yes. All right, so first up, I do want to show you um, a video that Dusty has on his channel, and it was actually taken by Jaime Castro. So I just want to make sure that I am actually using, yes, I am. I have so many tabs open today. I am most definitely very likely to be confused during this show because of the number of tabs that are open and trying to keep track of everything. All right, here we go. Jaime catches some Scientos.
Look how close I am. I usually don't get this close. They usually walk back in as soon as I come here.
Now, some people thought I was joking when I said they have a Zamboni to clean up the chalk. Now there is proof. Journey, I am glad you had a much needed nap. I hope that you are feeling better and refreshed as a result. Um, okay, so yes, they really do have a Zamboni, and they really do use it to clean up the chalk. Oh, before I forget, has anybody noticed a little change here? Please give me a 1 in the chat if you like it, or a 2 in the chat if you liked the African girl. Heather. I said Zamboni. Oh gosh. All right. So I'm waiting for those 1s and 2s. Thank you very much. All right. So recently, Aaron and Jenna did a live about the law firm of Andrews and Thornton, and I do have a little clip for you on that. I just need to find it because everything is out of order. Okay, here we are. You like both, Buttercup? Okay, thank you.
And they went into some unbelievably incredible detail about the type of litigation, why it works, how they go about it, how they're able to break through the protections that these religious organizations think that they have, but in reality don't. And everything I heard them talk about, in my mind, I was like, oh my God, that's even more true for science. And they went into some unbelievable.
So yeah, that was a shorter clip than I remembered it being. Please feel free to go watch the whole thing. Now, I will tell you, and I'm just going to turn the camera. African girl is still here. Pardon the mess over there under her. She's just relocated. um, African girl is going to stay with me until my very last day on this earth. Before I go, well, it won't be to Target too. And then she will be bestowed to one of my daughters. Which one? I have no idea yet. Okay, so now I know I saw Moose on the Loose in here, and I saw Moose on the Loose live recently, and now you get to see it too. Just give me a sec to find it, because yeah, it's all out of order today.
There we go. Okay, so here's what's going on. I just popped in here. Got a couple people. One person just left, and I waved to her. Here, let me see. The black chick, hold on, let me see. Hey, my sweetie. You do know about Scientology, right? Don't do it. They are brainwashers. And they're gonna take all the money.
Okay, so you're gonna have to go watch the rest. I've got to say, Moose on the Loose is making me rethink my reactions to strange men. And I'm not saying that Moose is strange. I'm just saying he's a stranger. Because I don't know about all of you, but here in Toronto, a guy comes up to you that you don't know and says, "Hey, sweetie," he's not going to get a warm reception. But it sounds so charming coming from Moose on the Loose. So I don't know. People in Toronto are probably still going to get the "who the heck are you" reaction. But Moose, he would get a warm reaction as soon as I turn around and see that it's him. So I'm seeing some very some very nice responses to my trees, but also to the girl. Hi, Dusty. So I guess I didn't need to change it, but I know Louisiana. I know, I know, Journey. It's a Louisiana thing. I get it. It's definitely not a Toronto thing. And they say Canadians are nice, and we have to keep correcting them. So, anyway, Moose, you are the only man that I've never met in person who could get away with saying that to me the moment he saw me. So the rest of y'all be warned. Yes, trees are our friends, Brian. You're correct. Yeah, it's not a thing up here. I mean, the closest we get to that is when we're passing construction sites, and, you know, that's just, no. Not a California thing whatsoever, eh, Journey? Oh, the things that happen. Yes, Antics, I have heard you call everyone sweetie. Okay, so the calls to LA Public Works and various other city meetings do continue. Hello, Harry. I'm still not saying your last name. Hi, Northern Girl. Welcome in. Um, so I do want to play just one call for you. And I encourage you to follow Audit and Fat Grammy and a variety of other people who do call in, including Antics, um, quite regularly to, like I said, to the various, uh, excuse me, city meetings. I need to find the right one. Okay, there we are. And listen into them because they are making really good points and they deserve our support.
For 110 hours per week. I would really like for you to become, more knowledgeable about how Scientology works, because that is absolutely illegal. And even though I have to deal with private investigators being sent after me for speaking up, they come into they interview my neighbors, they interview, my family, they follow, and I'm not the only one that's going through this. So, but I am so determined to make sure there's no slave labor or that these abuses continue, that I'm willing to go through that. But that should also tell you.
And that's 1 minute. Thank you.
So, yes, Antics, I believe you are all making progress. And I'm sorry if some of you feel like you're not getting the attention that you deserve because, you know, it might not be exciting or dramatic, but it is important. And yes, I agree, Brian. The calling crew are freaking awesome. I know that was meant to say freaking. So, at any rate, please make sure that that you check and listen, and if you happen to be up and able to watch the streams when they're actually making the calls, even better. Give them some cheers in the chats. So recently, Liz Gale was on the Joy Villa show, and I have to admit, I have not watched the entire video as of yet. I've been a little busy, but let's watch this together.
But you guys can pre-order that book on Amazon right now. Comes out October.
Do it.
And Liz, you have a new book coming out.
Well, yes and no, kind of. I've changed courses completely, Joy, and I've decided to. I'm actually trying to get a literary agent. I don't have one.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You should have one.
I'm not. I was going to self-publish my other books, but I've decided to put a hold and see if I can get some representation. So
that's actually a really great idea. Got out. Woo! But you guys can pre-order.
So, I really do hope that that Liz gets her literary agent sooner rather than later because, she's got. Pardon me, I'm a little uncomfortable today. She's got a lot of really good information, and she's a very good storyteller. So, let's hope she gets a good agent soon. Hello, Krista. I saw you there. Thank you for coming in. So, all right. And you know what I have noticed? I have a habit of clicking my tongue, and I never realized it until recently. It's a little annoying. I hope I haven't been annoying you with it all this time. I'm working on it. Okay, so now Robert James shared a little more of his humor with us. Let's have a look. And I did it again. Let me find it. Yes, here we are.
People are curious. There's a lot of talk about us, and we get it. Well, we want to answer your questions. People are curious. There's a lot of
Too soon? Sorry. That was Robert's work, not mine. I'm just saying. Alrighty. Now, speaking of Antics, Antics was out sorry, let me try that again. Antics was outside of the San Diego Comic-Con last weekend. And, well, there was a little bit of excitement.
I'm gonna get some footage. I'm gonna piece together a Comic-Con video.
Hopefully we get seated quickly, like I told you. Continue to run, you are not allowed. You cannot let your cooks be known. Farewell, Scientologists. Goodbye.
Scientology connection. I gotta see what that was about. He's yelling at those people and calling them Scientologists. I'm gonna follow him.
Thank you. You do a little trolling.
Can I interview you? Do you mind?
Are you a Scientologist?
No, I'm an anti-Scientologist protester.
Are you really?
So I heard you say Scientology.
I have a master's in theology.
Microphone.
Please. Yes, ma'am.
What is your name? If you don't mind my
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Andrew Gibson.
Lovely to meet you.
I have a
Andrew.
master's in theology from Moody Theological Seminary. I am an atheist. Putting that one out there. Even though I do have a master's, I was a pastor in the Protestant church for 2 years. What question do you have for me?
Well, how did you come to call them Scientologists? Are they?
Oh, absolutely. They absolutely are. They walked up as I was just walking on the street. They handed a card actually to one of my friends.
Wow.
And she didn't know. She's street vendors.
Because that was a pretty harsh reaction.
Yeah.
From like either A, he's crazy, or B, he's being real.
Yeah.
He's being real. And so I wanted to come see what the scoop was.
So she got handed the card. She went, "You, Scientology," because it said it right on the card that he handed her.
Wow.
Right?
Do you have the card?
I don't. And you know what? He wouldn't give me one.
Ah, see?
Yeah.
That would be a collector's item in my group.
Absolutely. so he handed us the cards, and I only react the way that I do because I do know a lot about the cult of Scientology.
They're
of course.
dangerous,
I know that they're dangerous, and worse than just being dangerous, they're financially predatory. What they do is they get you in,
all a con,
and they will make you buy their books. They don't care if you go bankrupt. They'll make you take their courses.
Yeah.
I don't believe, like I said, I'm not a Christian anymore, but I was for a long time.
Yeah.
And I know, obviously, I was in all of that.
Yeah.
And what I can tell you is even when I was a Christian, I believed in love. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I believed in love. And if
right.
somebody had come to me and said, "Hey, can I get a Bible?" I would hand it to them.
Exactly.
But if I walk into the Church of Scientology, they say, "Sell the very shirt off of your back because we need your money."
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave the rest for you to watch for yourselves. Manning, welcome in. I'm not even going to ask if you're at work. And I agree with the rest of the chat. Antics, that was a fabulous catch. You see what happens when you're just out in a crowded area? You just never know what might happen. So those of us who are involved in this, there's a lesson there for us to always be prepared to, I know I sounded very much like the girl guide that I was many, many years ago, but be prepared to record at the very least, even if you are not willing or able to go live. Record it and share it. Yeah, he needs to protest, Krista. I agree. Hello, SPTV fans. Welcome in. So yeah, please go and watch the rest of that. And, you know, Antics came across a few sites over that weekend. So you might want to check out the rest of her streams while you're at it. And also, if you are into crafting of any kind, Antics does do a fairly regular Saturday afternoon stream. Well, it's afternoon for me. It's barely afternoon for people on the West Coast. Um, Crafting and chatting. So if you have time and that's something you're into or you just want to watch, by all means, make sure that you check her out. Now, let's see. Dusty was at the protest in Clearwater when Aaron and Eyes on the State were given trespass warnings Friday before last, because remember, I'm still playing catch up. I do not have any clips from this past Friday, but that doesn't mean that they weren't out there, because they definitely were. They were. They actually had a pretty pleasant time. They were not disturbed by Scientology or the police at all. So let's have a look at the person formerly known as Joey Meatballs giving the warning.
Subject to arrest. No one's trespassing. Here at 2:15. You can't arrest anybody. We're outside. I cannot arrest. But the officer's doing. What's your name? My name is Ricardo. Ricardo.
Ricky or Ricardo?
You've been forewarned.
Oh, so threatening there. You have been forewarned.
Only him? If you ever need help with Scientology, you can contact the SPTVFoundation.org. We can get you a good job anywhere in the country. We can get you your own place to stay. If you know of any CR members who are trying to escape, you can reach out to us at contact@SPTVFoundation.org. And we want to help any CR members who are trying to escape and are disconnected from their family and don't have any money to get home to go.
So they're trying to trespass us from public property.
I love how, even though Aaron is being warned about trespassing, he's right there to inform Ricardo that if he wants to get out, the SPTV Foundation can help him. Hi, Becky. We watched you go to the car. We needed to make sure that you were there safely, and we wanted your update. And there are too many people who were live at the same time, so I just decided that since I was ready to go live anyway, I would just restream you without your permission. Please don't strike my channel. All right, so, and yes, then Aaron did get arrested. Now, if you were a little confused by the clothing that Cheryl and Aaron were wearing that day, because of all the water battling going on in Clearwater up until last week, they decided to make it a beach party protest. So Cheryl had a very not revealing bathing suit on and the little ring, the life preserver ring around her. I thought she looked absolutely adorable. Thank you, Becky. I figured you weren't going to be upset with me. And of course, Aaron actually put on shorts and a shirt that was not all black. I mean, I know. I'm making fun because we all do kind of make fun. I mean, he lives in Florida. He wears black most of the time in the heat, and he complains about sweating. Cheryl is also my sister. Oh, hello, Artsy. Welcome in. Yes, Cheryl is hilarious, Cricket. I absolutely love Cheryl. She's got a wicked sense of humor. And I just have to make sure that I have been to the facilities before I watch anything Cheryl does, because otherwise there could be an accident, because that woman does make me laugh. All right, so enough of that information. That was probably a little too much. Um, Scientology Up North had a visitor recently, not like in the last couple of days, but again, last week, while she was out protesting, and we just wanted to share a little bit of that with you as soon as I find it. Here we are.
So I was in the Tala, so a place in Dublin called Tala. They have the Scientology Community Center there.
Yes, I have seen it online. Yeah.
A friend of mine who is not a friend of mine anymore
Yeah.
took me there and tried to get me to do the free personality testing.
Okay.
So I did
Oh
it.
my God.
I did it just out of curiosity.
Did you give your information, your real name?
No.
Okay,
The
good.
funny thing is, like, I already knew about Scientology before.
Yeah.
I had watched The Aftermath by Leah Remini
Yeah.
and Mark Renda. So I kind of knew what I was getting into.
Yeah.
Kind of. When I went to the Scientology Center, I was talking to a man who was basically telling me the results of my personality test, that, oh, you're bad, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, let me guess, there was a lot of things to be fixed there.
Negative, and
Yes.
Scientology is
Yeah.
the only way to fix and all that, which was
Yeah.
okay, I heard.
Yeah.
So the thing is, he was so good at manipulation.
Yeah.
I was trying to come up with like fake stories. I wasn't giving him any real information.
Yeah, that's smart.
But he was so good that he almost started making me believe my own lies.
Wow.
And I was getting really emotional.
And that was already during that.
Yeah. I
Wow.
was getting very emotional about something that I knew was not true.
Yeah.
But I was genuinely believing
Wow.
my lies. And it
Wow.
was so strange.
Yeah.
And then I went, he put me in this room where they started playing, you know, the videos with
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Dianetics and all that.
Yeah.
And I don't know how, but my brain just kind of like snapped. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Why do you genuinely feel sad? Why do you feel this way? Like,
people watching,
so I was.
So that was quite an interesting conversation, and I'm not quite sure I know what to make of him believing the fake story that he came up with to tell them. So I don't know what to tell you, but that was quite an interesting conversation. So if you are not already watching Scientology Up North when she's out protesting, etc., please do go give her a look and a sub, etc., etc. Please help you help Kelly. I don't know why, Dusty. I'm missing something clearly. Look all the way back up in the chat at the comment. Hey there, Kelly. Good evening. Cheryl is my sister. Stream it anytime. Krista, I'm ignoring the heat and staying next to my air conditioner. Unfortunately, I do have to go out tomorrow. Dusty, I'm not seeing a comment from you to Kelly other than a hello. And now I can't even find that. Sorry. Okay. All right, so Some familiar faces were there when Manning was protesting in New York recently, and we have a look. As soon as I find it. Yes. I believe that is correct. Yes, it is. Okay, here we go.
Time to revoke the tax exemption for Scientology. Scientology is a cult. It's a nasty cult. How you doing? How you doing? Did you join Scientology yet? No, because it's a nasty cult. How are you?
We're Scientologists. We don't do that.
You are?
We're only for the good, for Christ. That's it.
Yeah,
Our
Scientology
Lord
is
and
rock
Savior,
cult.
that's it.
This is Reggie P.I. He's from New York.
Melissa. Melissa. About this place
Yeah.
I never knew, and I actually did a stress test. Yeah. It's very money.
Yeah.
You know, you live and you learn. I don't know. So
Yeah,
I
that's-
never gave any money, but it almost got there. It got to like when are you getting paid? I want you to buy this book, shit like that. And I said, bro, listen, when I get the money, I know what a book is. But since I was little, you don't need to know when I get paid. Weird.
Yeah, they were trying to like get her.
So that lady that was standing there as Manning walked up was the Scientologist body router. So, and Manning has seen her out there before, and apparently, unfortunately, she is actually kind of good at her job. So, good timing, Manning. Okay, Dusty, thank you. Speaking of my email, someone did comment, yes, it is a different email address. I have been watching some YouTube videos from, you know, those people who advise you on different ways to improve your channel, etc., etc., etc. Some of the advice I've taken, some of it I have not. However, one thing that was said, hi Lori, welcome in. One thing that was said that I figured I could do easily enough is to choose an email address if you have to put one out there for people to contact you at that is not directly tied to your channel, because there are those nefarious people out there who like to hack and bring down channels and put weird things up and who knows what all else. So I took away the Scooter Mom email address, which does still work. You can still reach me at it, but the one that I am putting out publicly is now this one, which is actually for my backup channel that thankfully I have not had to use in a few months. So hopefully that continues, knock on wood. Thank you, YouTube. So this is now the email address. I am scooter253@gmail.com to send me clips and links with timestamps. If you have sent them to me at the other email address, and that's the one you have stored, don't worry about it. I will still get them there. I'm just not publicizing that email address anymore. Okay? So, now, SP Chef. Now, I have not featured him on this channel before because he's definitely bigger than 1.5K subs. And hi, Carrie Ann, I did see you come in. Welcome in. However, I did see that he had put out a shorter video. It's not a short, but it is a shorter video showing one of the tools that he uses. Hi, Afila. When he is out protesting, because, you know, we can all get a little tongue-tied and our brain is going in at a much higher rate of speed than our mouths, and you know, stuff can happen and we can get ourselves all confused. So this is what he uses to help himself.
Notes? And they look laminated. They're not laminated. What it is just I put sellotape over them, so they're a little bit waterproof. And then I just took different subjects. For example, here we have the subject of children, the subject of leaving Scientology, what happens to you, the subject of fair game, on Christianity, and so on and so forth. And the idea of this is you have this around your neck, and then you can, so that way your hands are free as well. And if somebody were to come up, or you approach somebody and you want to talk to them about what happens to children, or how children are regarded, why you cannot be a Christian in Scientology, and so on and so forth, you can actually show them. So you can, I will in this video also read out everything that I've written, and down in the description of this video I will have the whole, everything that I've written on these cards will be down there, so you can just go over it with your mouse and just copy that, copy paste if you want to have this. And the beauty of this is also notes.
So I thought that, you know, it's been a while since I have shared, you know, an idea that someone has come forward with on their stream or whatever, in terms of how, you know, what they use to help them with protesting. And, you know, he's sharing it, so why shouldn't I, right? And I do hope that for some of you who maybe were concerned about, you know, getting tongue-tied or getting muddled up and whatever, that maybe you can try that or do your own twist on it, and maybe that can help you if you want to be out there talking to people about Scientology. So, and I just cannot stop hearing myself click my tongue. Okay, for anyone who does not understand that reference, I made mention of the fact that I have now heard myself doing it repeatedly, and it's a little annoying. Now, Eyes to See did a short showing what Mike Rinder had to say back in the day about Bob Minton. And those of you who watch Xenu TV, hi Zippy, Mark Bunker, will, or as we fondly know him, old wise beard man. See, I need cards. You will know Bob Minton was someone very much involved with and in charge of, as my recollection is, the Lisa McPherson Trust when it still existed. So thank you, Eyes, for this, and let's take a look.
Watch what Rinder says about Bob Minton. Facts.
These people are not your problems. They're not, right? But they are. I mean, we all do have a responsibility to each other. Bob Minton's love thy neighbor justification for becoming Scientology's public enemy number one sounds like something else to church officials. Bob Minton falls into a category similar to those anti-Semites who out to make it seem like there's something wrong with being a Jew. Senior Scientology official Mike Rinder and his colleagues.
It's just really not a good look. You know what, Journey? I think it would have done a lot of us a lot of good to have been able to have met Bob Minton. And I'm sure that he is very deeply missed. So, but in some ways, his work does go on, just in a different way. And now finally, I do want to share with you an update on the Save the Garden, because, you know, we knew it was not going to be over when they pulled their offer to buy the street, and it's not. So I'm going to share a clip with you and encourage you to go and watch the whole video and sign the petition. So, and there is some confusion as to whether or not we can sign the petition if we're not in Clearwater. So please go and check it out. Oh, look at that. I didn't do a clip. I thought I did a clip for this. Hang on just a second. My apologies. And if anyone is in touch with Club Brain Fog, tell her I'm sorry. I will be done shortly. Okay, I do have a clip. I just, for some reason, had the whole video up. So give me a sec. Let me take that down. And all right, let's try this again. I almost made it through the show. All right, here we go.
And for the first time, we had the Governmental Relations and Community Affairs Director of the Church of Scientology in your city hall that we've been begging for how many years? We've been begging for it, and now it's here. Do you need this road, and why?
Absolutely. The hall could not be built without this road. The hall and the park are one project. It is going to be an architectural masterpiece.
You did tell me that you own 200 properties, and I see this as an important step forward in trying to allow city staff to work with your staff to try and revitalize and make our downtown.
But when it was our turn to speak on behalf of the desires of Clearwater citizens, well, they mocked us, they criticized us, they treated our citizen-led effort with hostility and disdain, and they tried to trap us with false claims and baseless character assassinations.
Can this be voted on? Let me just ask you, since you're the one that brought
us, save the garden.
So, Journey has said that we can't sign the petition from a distance. So you have to be a Clearwater resident in person. But what you can do is share the word. So please make sure to share the website far and wide. I'm going to bring that up on screen. And make sure that everybody knows. And the link should also be in the chat. Make sure that everybody knows to spread the word. If you know of anyone who happens to live in Clearwater who is not already the part of the Clearwater crew, they know about it. Please make sure that they sign the petition. And if you know someone who knows someone, eyes, don't worry about it. They will probably just discount your name and location. If you know someone who lives in Clearwater who is not part of the Clearwater crew, absolutely pass the word along. Okay, so that's it for today. Yeah. Dummy Cotton, why can't we work with Sciento staff with 200 properties now? Why will a street they want to take like pirates help bridge that friendship? Exactly, Journey. That's okay, Antics. Life happens. All right, so please, before I forget to say it, make sure that you room raid Club Brain Fog when we finish here. Thank you again very, very much to everyone who has sent me clips and links with timestamps. It does. I have now experienced it. It makes it so much easier to get things together for a show for everyone. Thank you again to the mods who help me muddle through this on a regular basis. I could not do it without them. So please, give them their flowers and their hugs and their hearts, because, I'm not paying them. Hi, Marco from the future. You will have to go a little further back in time to watch this stream because we're just wrapping it up. But thank you for being here. I do very much appreciate my mods, very much, because I know what it's like. And thank you all for being here, for your support to me and to all the smaller channels and even the bigger channels, now that, we're showing them a little bit too. And please take care of each other. Have a good weekend. And remember, like who you like and watch who you want to watch. After all, we're not in a cult. And I will see you next week.
School and Mom celebrates the smaller channels who are working to bring down the cult and protect human rights. School and Mom celebrates the smaller channels, the ones who need more attention and are out there more and more. If you want School and Mom to show a small channel, instead of clips and links, since you are making clips and sharing links, it's easy to do. Whether you protest and or watch that needs you.